Makes a really cool space frame, but we want a roof there, especially over this area, because this is going to be a room. So 2 rows of plywood are done. I got the first piece of the next row, and hopefully today I'll get a lot of this done. I don't know how much. Half would be great. All of it would be incredible. I can't see doing all of it today though. I think I underestimated how much work this will be today. I got this row done, and because of the blocking, doing all this, this blocking, which strengthens the joints between each piece of plywood. It makes these joints really strong when it's in between the trusses. Rafters is what I would rather say. It doesn't look like it's going to rain anytime in the next several days. Not just from the sky. Supposedly the weather report. And I say supposedly because have you listened to weather reports lately and then waited to see what was going to happen? I think I might use some of my roll roofing and go ahead and put the blacktop on here that's going to be underneath the metal, and then continue moving on up. We're having our Veterans Day free lunch at the nicest place on the whole list. This is my good friend Joseph, who unfortunately was in the Army, where I was in the Air Force. Not sure what these are about. Nice place. I haven't been to Uptown Charlotte in a really long time, so it was kind of nice to go through there today. If you're from Charlotte, you know that Uptown is called Uptown, not downtown. It's been that way for decades. Of course, most people from Charlotte now are from somewhere else before, because there are not very many natives left. There's a lot of restaurants that do free meals for veterans. Places like Olive Garden and Chili's, Ruby Tuesdays. I wrote down probably about 12 or 15 different places to try to decide from. Oh, Charlie's is another one. But the steakhouse from today, I'm looking through the list of restaurants and it said any entree up to $69. And I was like, $69? What is this place? So I looked it up and found out, wow, there's one here in Charlotte, because it's a national list of restaurants and it's a fancy place. So that's why we went today to that place. I was really hoping to go to this place, and I'm glad I did. It was very nice. We had 6-ounce filet. It looked microscopic when it got to the table. This tiny little hockey puck filet, but we had a nice meal. The waiter said, I want to make sure you get your money's worth. That was what was it called? The power lunch was $45. And then he said, can I get you anything else? Can I get you anything else? Because I want to make sure you get your money's worth. And so we got some fries and that was about it. We had our appetizer, steak, and fries, and it was a good sized lunch. I got plenty of food. Lewis is probably watching this, and his son is in the Marines. So Lewis, when your son gets out of the Marines in a few years, he needs to come to lunch on November 11th. Been cold today. There's just, the sun right now is incredible. You see that beautiful sunset behind me, but look at this. Look at this, these beautiful trees behind me here. And then I can see, oh, the sun is still hitting that hill. I'm gonna go look. That is so incredible. It's like the sun is turning everything yellow. Oh, it makes these trees red. Look at this hill. It was even prettier than that just a minute ago. Look at the trees. It's beautiful. Cindy made a bunch of extra dinner, so Caleb ran over to the house to get a free meal. So yesterday went and had that nice lunch, and today is truly Veterans Day. Cindy decided, well, it's a really cold day, so I decided I don't want to go work on the tiny house in this cold. So Cindy wanted to go to Hobby Lobby, and now we're suddenly going around collecting all kinds of veteran specials. We're at Smoothie King right now. So we also went to Sheetz gas station and got a half a turkey sub with all the fixings and drink. So I gave my drink to Claire because I already had a drink. Then Texas Roadhouse was giving out these vouchers for a free meal that you can use anytime until some date in May. So that's a good deal, not having to use it today. And then a little bit later, we're heading to Chipotle. And they have a buy one, get one free. So we'll get one for Claire, one for me. And then right now we're at Chicken Salad Chick. So Cindy can get something to eat for dinner. We're getting the whole out to eat smorgasbord today. Tomorrow we'll probably have to fast and detox. I'm adding it up, and I think that's about $100 worth of free stuff, veteran stuff. And it's a good day to do this running around since it's a little too cold to be working outside. I mean, just freezing fingers and all of that. So tomorrow is supposed to be, I think the high is in the 60s, almost, maybe like 65 or something. So that'll be a perfect day to get back out and get a lot done. Simca doesn't normally get to come with us on these driving adventures. And then it's a teacher work day, so Claire is off early from work from her childcare job.